The wage bill presents a significant increase from the financial year of 2018-2019, when the pay policy principles and long-term pay targets were adopted, when the total wage bill was 4.2. You can imagine where we have moved from. This is a clear demonstration of government's commitment to pay reforms. Now, the highlights of this, where the wage bill has been increased, I'll just stick to a few, and then the details of what is in that circular will be released, because the circular is a public document, so you'll be able to receive it. Here today, the biggest highlights of our presentation today is the salary enhancement for teachers. As you know, this has been a big issue. It has been a big demand, and there has been a lot of cry when the science teachers' salaries were moved up and the arts teachers' salaries were not moved up, and then there was a disparity. And government promised that we are going to progressively address this, and this is what it has done now. Yes, the arts teachers may not yet have hit the same level with the science teachers, but the enhancement has started and is going to be continuing until we reach that target. So today, we are bringing out the highlights on the upward movement in terms of salaries for teachers. Starting with the primary school teacher, a certificate holder, that's grade 3. That one's moving from 499,684 to 700,000. About twice the salary now. A head teacher of primary school from 777,512 to 1.537,976. It has doubled. Graduate arts teacher from 745,000 to 1,357,964. A head teacher of arts background in the secondary school from 2,270,984 to 3,162,500. That's the salary enhancement in the bracket of teachers. But also along the following areas, the following people have had salary enhancements. Deputy Chief Administrative Officers, Deputy City Town Clerks, City Division Town Clerks, Assistant Commissioners, Heads of Departments in local governments, Public Officers in salary scale 2. All these have also have had their salaries enhanced. Details of that will be found in the circular, which will be released. So this is one of the biggest reforms, and which we wanted to announce to the public today as a promise, as a government's promise to the teachers, which has been ongoing. The other reform which is coming up is the Public Service Pension Fund. This one is this year, the 26-27, we are going to concentrate on preparing how that fund will be managed. There's already a board in place, and it's going to put in place the mechanisms of managing that fund. That fund is going to be a contributory fund. The government will contribute to the fund, and also the public servants will contribute to the fund. Government will be contributing 10%, and the individuals will contribute 5%. Now, this will bring a total change on how we are managing pensions for the public servants. That from 2027 onwards, after 5 years, by the time you come to retire, your pension will be ready. It will no longer be walking to the public service headquarters in one day, back and forth, looking for your pension. This will change that. So the public servants will have their pensions better managed, and you'll be able to acquire and to get and access your pension as soon as you retire. So these are the main reforms which we wanted to announce today. But as I said, details are in the circular, which is a public document which will be released. Following that, I just wanted to give counsel also to those whose salary has been enhanced. As individuals, we also need to have financial discipline. It's high time that when you receive your salary or the enhanced salary, please have financial discipline. Don't spend everything as you receive it. Let's get into the culture of saving. I would encourage all public servants to get into the culture of saving. Not only public servants, but also you yourselves, members of the media. At least get into that habit. Get into that culture. The other day I was talking to teachers in Kalangala, and I said, but when we do the pie chart of the salary, we don't see the portion for saving. I said, no, if your pie chart is correct, the first portion of that pie chart must be saving. Then the rest comes. Expenditures and whatever should come after that. So I would also appeal to the teachers and all those whose salaries have been enhanced that we should get into that culture of saving, but also financial discipline. Don't spend everything as you get it. Stop borrowing money from multiple sources. You borrow money from this money lender, you borrow money from that circle, you borrow money from the other bank. By the time your paycheck comes, it has only 5% of your salary. That's because of lack of financial discipline. So let's get into that habit, and then this salary enhancement will make meaning. Otherwise, it will not make sense to do the salary enhancement out as you get it. So that's my counsel to all those who are on salary, including even members of the public, that let's get into that discipline of financial discipline and also a saving culture. Thank you very much. That's what we had for you. Other details, in case you have specific questions, I have a well-constituted team here to answer. Ugenda olwo olutambula. Mu basomesa abongezeddwa omusaala mwe muli omusomesa owa primary naye nga yeewa certificate nga certificate gy'alina avudde ku mitwalo 49 mu 684 n'agenda ku mitwalo 7. Head teacher owa primary school avudde ku mitwalo 77 mu 7,512 n'atuuka ku $1,503,797 kwegamba kumpi akubisizaamu emirundi 2. Graduate teacher ono wa degree avudde ku mitwalo 745 n'agenda ku $1,357,964. Head teacher owa arts ono ye avudde ku $2,227,984 n'agenda ku $3,56,155,000. Akati egyo gye misaala emipya egy'abasomesa gye bagenda okufuna, naye ng'oggyeko abasomesa mulimu n'abalala abongezeddwa ssente oba abongezeddwa emisaala okusinziira ku emirimu gye bakola. Mulimu ba deputy chief administrative officers abo ba ku district, deputy city town clerks, city division town clerks, assistant commissioners, bano bonna abali mu ministry zonna, ate nga omusaala gujja kuba uniform. Tewakyali gamba nti ate ono assistant commissioner ali mu works, ate ono ali eno, ate ono bajja kuba nga bafuna omusaala gwe gumu. Heads of departments of local governments, bw'oba olinayo taatawo ba mukwano gwo mugambe nti akasaala kalinnye. Public officers abali mu salary scale eya U2 abo nabo omusaala gulinnye. Of course ba head teacher mbogeddeko, deputy teacher, senior education assistants and education assistants in primary schools. Head teachers and deputy teachers and teachers in secondary schools with backgrounds in arts abo bonna balinnyisiddwa. Head teachers, heads of gov't of humanity and teachers, instructors, tutors with background of arts abo bonna balinyisiddwa. Ba ferry captains bano abavuga ebidyeri balinyisiddwa. Ba operators aba graders balinyisiddwa. Temugaa nti olw'okuba nali mu wakisi kaakati tandise okubalinyisa emisaala nasanze kyateekebwateekebwa. Mortuary assistants balinyisiddwa n'aba x-ray attendants nabo balinyisiddwa. Okyasekera mortuary attendant naye lumu ffenna gye tugenda okusubira olunaku lumu n'olwekyo teseka oleka afune akasente ke bw'oligendayo akukwate bulungi.